everybody, and welcome back to another game of World of Warships. Now in this game we are in the Omaha again, the American Tier 5 cruiser, but the game is in fact Tier 7. We have two Tier 7 ships, a cruiser and a battleship. In addition, each side has a carrier. We have a Zoizuho and they have a Bogu, I don't know how these are pronounced, and then a whole bunch of Tier 6 and Tier 5. So we are actually bottom tier in this game. Now the weather's looking a bit dodgy, but it's kind of alright. You see the minimap in the corner, start again. You see the minimap on the right hand side. We are on the east side of the map and we're heading to try and guard this channel. So the rest of the team is now going here down this way towards A. Carrier is central, he's got his bombers out, dive bombers, torpedo bombers, who are somewhere over there. Yep, there they are. There's a fighter squadron, two torpedo squadrons and a dive bomber squadron, and he's heading off to probably do some scouting over B. Now the plan here was for me to go and just kind of try and keep an eye on C to see if they tried to capture it and see what else they were sending down here, because at the moment we've got no idea where they're going. The battleship is backing me up, which is quite nice. I've acted my torpedo, what's it, hydroacoustic sonar search thing, designed to detect torpedoes. The reason that I launched that was because I pressed the wrong button. I actually meant to launch my plane, which I did immediately afterwards. However, the hydroacoustic search allows me to detect torpedoes from when they're launched rather than from when they're within like 500 meters. So it's rather a good thing if you think there's likely to be torpedoes around. Now we know somebody is now capping C. Chances are it's a destroyer, which is why I'm turning now, because I suspect there might be torpedoes coming, although with the search on I would probably detect them. Sometimes with these channels, you know, you'll just randomly launch torpedoes down just in case there's somebody at the other end. However, there isn't, so now we turn back to see if we can see anything. The aircraft is under attack, so something's shooting at him. There's the destroyer. He just disappeared from view. He's obviously might have realised that he's been spotted, so I just put some kind of speculative shots out. What I'm trying to do is see if there's any impacts. There aren't, they all splash, which means he's not there. Those hit all the cliffs. He's detected me now, but I'm heading away, so it's going to be difficult for him to hit. Where are those? Yeah, they've missed as well. So he's now capped C. I've not spotted anybody else, and nobody else has shot at me, which suggests that very close, very close indeed, which suggests that he's the only ship there. If there are any battleships or cruisers down this way, then they probably would have fired at me had I been immediately spotted, and I was spotted and nobody fired, so I think the destroyer is the only one, hence why I'm now turning around. I've got battleship backup as well, which is nice. He's launching some shells downrange. I don't think he's hit anything either. So there is a destroyer there, we think. Either way, either he's still there or he's legged it, but we don't think there's anything else. So I'm just going to charge in now, because what I want to do is try and spot for the battleship. And I think I say that in chat in a minute actually, that I want him to kind of hold back, because I want to go foot forward and get eyes on whoever's there. Now, we're about to enter C, which is what these little boys are here for. Ah, there's the destroyer. Yeah, look, he's just launched his smoke screen. Now you would think that he would stay around the corner, you know, because then he's out of sight and invisible and impossible to hit because there's a cliff in the way. I launch my torpedoes just because I'm well within range. I launch torpedoes basically just to, as a speculative kind of maybe not, and start firing guns into the smoke screen. Again, I'm looking for explosions, impacts basically. Again, nope, splashes. Basically what I'm trying to do is, if I can't see him, but I can see the explosions if I hit him. If I hit him, then you get the big bang, and you know where he is. There he is. Nailed him. Immediately put shots in, but he's moving out the way now. We took a lot of health off there. Put more shots in. I manoeuvre. I'm trying to rotate my turrets to get guns on him. He's launched torps at me and missed. and now he's turning towards me. My guns aren't turning in time, however I do have another set of tubes. And we launch them, and skaboosh! Nail him. Took his bow off as well, look at that. That was the first great blunder. Letting yourself get within so close torpedo range of an enemy ship with torpedoes that they couldn't possibly fail to hit you. Destroyer fell victim to the first classic blunder. Now what we're doing now is basically just stopping, because we want to capture this area. All the rest of their team are over there. Looks like they've got a battleship heading this way now. But that's fine, we'll deal with him in just a minute. So we've stopped, going backwards slightly to stay within the cap. 2 torpedo hits on the destroyer, that wasn't bad going. Destroyers are difficult to hit even with guns, forget torpedoes. Right, good. We've capped, and in a minute we're going to accelerate forwards. I think, maybe, come on, what are we doing? There we go, yeah, there we go, we're moving now. So, we're going to go back round towards B, and try and take on some of the rest of their team. I mean, we're winning quite handily at the moment. They've lost most. Well, they've lost most of their. Well, they've lost all their destroyers. Most of their light ships. Their cruisers are out of it as well. Mostly, apart from 2 cruisers, and they've got 4 battleships left. And we're about to come up to the next classic blunder of a cruiser player, who is, I don't know, actually probably the Cleveland Fuso for attack as a destroyer. Yeah, so Cleveland, they're basically, both of them are tier 6. So it's a tier 6 cruiser. There's one there. It's a tier 6, oh come on mouse, behave. There we go. There's our 1 tier 6 cruiser. We're still out of range. There's one of our destroyers. Who else have we got visible? We can only see him. Can we see the other cruiser? Yep, there's the other cruiser. He looks dangerous. He's outside of range at the moment. I was just sat here, just waiting for my little range circle just here to expand far enough to get him in range. My guns are all loaded and ready. We launched our scout plane again. I'm not quite sure why I did that, I think, other than just to use it, since I have it. I guess just in case they sent a squadron my way. No, great, he's turning away. He is actually within range now. The problem is that he's moving away. So by the time my shells get there, he'll be out of range. I'll try some speculative shots anyway, because he's now 13 and well, just under 14 kilometers away, so that should be fine. We try another one. I'm just throwing salvos at him now. He's not looking at me, so I kind of get away with it. He's turning, which makes it even more difficult to hit him, because he's still at pretty long range here, you understand. There we go, we see what I'm aiming now. So we're trying to put the aim on. He's turning broadside on. Try and get some shots on before he goes behind the island. He's given us a lovely target. He's broadside on. I'm not quite sure what that was for. I think that was, I couldn't see him, I was just guessing. Now this guy's broadside on as well. Perfect target, and he's got less than half of his health. He's fallen victim to the classic cruiser blunder. He's broadside on to me, almost. Cruisers never want to be broadside on. This Omaha that I'm in now, I have been killed in a single salvo by a battleship before, because he citadelled me with all of his shots because I was broadside on. I don't think he's actually looking at me yet. There we go, took some damage off there. See where the other guy is, can't see him. Okay, let's go back to this guy. He's taken some more serious damage. I'm just looking for a citadel hit now. I think he spotted me. I think he's shooting at me now, but I'm end on to him and he's side on to me. So in this case I'm better off. Tiny bit of damage. He's turning. Can we nail him? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! He's angling, he's angled against me now. However... Oh, come on, seriously. Did a bit more damage. That was an over penetration. Oh, he's broadside on again. And we nailed him, there we go. That's what I was aiming for. So that was a citadel hit, ladies and gentlemen. Although it didn't actually do much in that time, because he'd already lost most of his health anyway. So the next plan now is to go straight through here and try and bag us some battleships. Which is pretty much, apart from the carrier, is pretty much all they've got left. However, we are in possession of 2 of the 3 capture points now, so I suspect that we're going to finish before we get anywhere near them. I don't know why I say I suspect, because I played this game, so I already know what's going to happen. AA fire is off. We've got some torpedo planes. I don't know whether they're planning to attack me, but I'm trying to turn to keep my bow towards them so I can dodge their torpedoes if they come round and try and knock me out. AA fire's giving them a good hiding as well. There we go, they've probably launched torpedoes now. So we turn. There, yeah, there we go, see. How did that one miss? That one didn't actually hit me. There we go, that's how you have to do it with torpedoes. And we turn again, just in case those have launched them. I don't think they did. And we've got shot a few of them down. But the base point is you have to predict whether torpedoes have been shot at you or not, because by the time you actually detect them, unless you've got your hydroacoustic search on, you're not going to see them in time to actually manoeuvre. The basic fundamental point is if torpedo planes look like they're coming at you, oh good, shot another guy down. If they look like they're coming at you, then you need to turn before you see them. Same is true with destroyers. If a destroyer looks like it might have fired at you, then turn to evade, because if you don't, and he has fired, you'll be screwed before you see them. By the time you see them, it's too late. That's even true with torpedo planes, because they tend to launch things from closer in. Now, we're all racing to try and get shots at these battleships before the game runs out, but we're almost on to 1,000 capture points now. So the game is not going to last much longer, and I think I just about got a salvo off against a carrier before it actually happened, because their carrier is over here somewhere. Down here, somewhere-ish. Doing his best to hide in the corner. That's where the torpedo planes flew off back to reload. So he's off there somewhere. We've got a battleship heading round here. And I think I had my torpedoes out and ready as well, because he's within torpedo range and he's coming this way. So he would have been a perfect torpedo target. Minikaze's just sunk the Fuso. There we go. There was the torpedo salvo. The carrier salvo. We get some hits, do some damage to him, and a few seconds after that, because I'm aiming at this guy, we get torpedoes off, and then the game ends. So, that was that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Feel free to leave a like or a comment or anything. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you enjoy the channel, I invite you to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.